Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, here at Arctic Foxes Hockey. We are back at the Pond Ice Arena in Geauga, Ohio. Game number 2 between the Foxes and the Geauga Maple Leafs. Back with me again, Matt Bouchard. On video, Mr. TJ Pyle. Matt, welcome to the booth.
Yep. Eric said we're back. We never really left.
We did not leave, in fact. Nice little pizza gathering for the boys in between games. Parents got to enjoy some beverages out in the blizzard that happened while game 1 was going on. So a few inches of snow out there, but it's Cleveland. They'll handle it.
Yeah. I thought about trying to find a local sports shop to buy the Geauga players a bigger jersey because I feel so bad for them, but no, nothing's open in the snowstorm.
The look of disapproval that you just got from the cameraman is epic.
They're so tight. It's so tight. Anyway, I will move on from it. It's just, it's a part of the game.
Just an observation.
Yeah.
Looks like we have a new dad in the box for game number 2. It looks like Frank Degano over there.
All right, new dad in the box.
I guess we're not going to follow the things of keeping everything the same as game 1, so that's okay. I'm not worried about that at all.
Look, Maz had a little bit of an issue staring at the previous penalty. It did not get the player out on time, so maybe it was.
It is true.
Maybe it's for the better.
And Maz did question whether I noticed it, and I said yes. I mentioned it on the broadcast. Although Maz is making his way over to the bench.
Maybe we need two dads in the box.
Two dads in the box.
One to monitor the play-by-play, one to get the door. We'll see how it goes.
Warm-ups commencing and actually ending here. There's the buzzer. Pucks in the net will be underway momentarily. Foxes and Leafs set to do battle. Game 2 of the day. Game 3 of the season between these two clubs.
Yep. Shout out to the Penguins who are also getting their job done. 5-2 with about 10 minutes left in the game against San Jose. So that's good to see. Good hockey all day. We anticipate we're going to see the Geauga Lakes other goalie for game number 2.
Ladies and gentlemen, Chuck Rigger in the stands today, boys. There he is.
He's in charge of our Let's Go Foxes.
There he is, zoomed in on and everything. Video guy zooming in on Chuck there. All right.
Only one team won last game. One.
Team looks fired up, as they should be. I still maintain my same position on number 34, a.k.a. Austin Matthews.
Give him hugs.
For this game, yeah. Geauga only had, 14 shots? I'd have to look officially, but most of them came when that kid was on the ice, generating offense and or shooting and scoring himself. So play him tight, and the rest of the game should take care of itself.
All right, starting lineups are out there for the Foxes. At centers, Tanner Maslick. On the wing, Luke Massesso and Luca Gerline. Defense, Jace Rigger and Eric Rosswald. In goal, Hudson Bouchard.
Also in goal sometimes, Sage Pyle.
Let's starting on the bench for right now.
He comes and goes.
Puck is dropped. Foxes win a faceoff. Luke immediately sends that towards the Leafs. They turn it up into the neutral zone where the Foxes take control. Tanner and Luca go back and forth. Tanner driving the play into the Leafs zone. The Leafs cut that off and take it behind the net. Up the outside wall. Rosswell at the line. Can't hold it in, and it goes back in to the zone for an offsides play 20 seconds in.
Yeah, so some of the things that we talked about is, Geauga lost by a pretty convincing margin in game 1. They're probably going to want to come out in this game and make it right. Foxes, we don't want them to show up thinking this is going to be easy.
Exactly. Get back on just like you did in game 1 and smother them. Chuck Rigger standing in for Aaron Antel. He now owes Aaron $10 for the copyright on that. Puck works its way out to the neutral zone. Foxes turn it back in. Luke with the puck coming down the near side wall. Luke right around the D. Oh, he scores! Luke Massesso buries it top shelf. And the Foxes strike first, 1-0.
That was with authority.
Luke just went right upstairs where Mama keeps the cookies. Jen, you'll have to confirm if that's true or not when you get a chance.
Yeah, I don't know if it's picked up on the audio of the feed, but the team now all chants Luke when he scores.
Puck dropped, and we are back underway. Foxes with the early 1-0 lead. And Geauga looking to counterattack. Foxes tie that up. Coop moves it up the neutral zone off his cruiser stick. Bass back to get it. He sends it into the Leaf zone. Down deep. Behind the Leafs net, they try to break out. Tipped by Antel. Puck up the wall. Couldn't it be held in by the Foxes D. Sage back to get it with 2 on-rushing Leafs. Off of Bass's stick to the neutral zone. Back to Antel. And works its way back to the Leafs blue line. Little back and forth action here in the neutral zone. Leafs try to dump it. It was a fan on attempt, but it does work its way down behind the net. Sage there with some pressure. Goes around the wall. Bass there. Takes some huge body contact, and the puck works its way out. We're going to call it incidental, and the Leafs come back into the zone. They dump it back behind Hudson.
Yeah, we talked about this in the last game. We just think that this is a team that's used to those sorts of collisions being normal.
Cooper now with it here. The puck spending some time in the Fox's zone. Cooper's got it on his stick as he winds it up. Coop on the rush now, moves it ahead to Bass. I don't think Bass was expecting it. And this is going to go down for an ice on the Foxes.
Yeah, so we anticipated it would be a new goalie for this game for Geauga, and it looks like it is. Notable so far, not much of a crease presence. So if I'm a betting individual, I'm going to say that probably more advantageous for the Foxes in this game than the first goalie was in game 1.
Let's cover the topic since you brought up, are you a betting individual? Do you like the online sports betting?
I don't know how it works.
Okay.
I don't know. I don't understand odds. Why is the negative the thing that I want? I don't know.
More contact there in the neutral zone as the Foxes break out. Everybody back up. Seems all right. Leafs regroup and break out from behind their own net. Puck works its way out to the neutral zone. Axel finds it, goes to his partner, Rosswag. Rosswag moves it up to Zach, coming up the near wing. Jammed up at the blue line by Geauga, and they counterattack 2-on-2 with some Foxes back checking hard. Rosswag with a poke check disrupts things, and he works the puck to himself and out to Eli. Eli able to move that over to Zach, and Zach gets it out back to the neutral zone. Logan able to come up with a steal, and he turns the other way. Logan driving in the Leaf zone down the left wing here. Logan's going to get a shot. He tried to go top corner, and he just missed on the near side. A good look for Logan Heffern there. Eli with a nice little pass to Axel at the blue line, and Axel tried to force it back deep. It was disrupted by the Leafs. Zach has it, and he fires that one down behind the cage.
Foxes were making a line change.
Rosswag sends it on net, on cage. Tanner now with the puck off the Leafs goalie. Moves it to Luke in front. Luke goes back to Rosswag at the line. Rosswag sends it. This is going to go wide. The Leafs goalie tried to glove it. Missed it. Into the corner. Luke has it. Luke off the wall looking for Axel, but Axel shifted over trying to get open for the pass, but he is able to hustle back and get the puck. Axel off the wall behind Hud to Rosswag. Nice little directional pass there by Axel instead of going in front of the crease. Good smart play by Axel. Rosswag moved it up to Tanner. Tanner's flying. Tanner with the puck. He's driving straight into the Leaf zone. Puck off his stick to Luca. Luca in the far corner goes behind the net. Wrapping around, looking for some help. He's got the D coming in from the line change. It's Sage and Jace now at the defensive position for the Foxes. Leafs try to come right up the center, and Tanner says no, turns that back behind, and that Luke on it. Luke goes to Luca. Puck cycle working here for the Foxes below the net. Luke and Luca continue to work. Luca in the corner moves it out to Sage at the top point. Sage backhands it back down. This is Luke coming off, curling off the wall. Luke's got a chance. He fires a nice glove save by the Geauga goalie. Luke with a great look curling off the wall off of that cycle once they went high to the defense.
Yeah, that whole shift had a great shift. Kept the offensive zone pressure significantly. There's a lot of what we saw in the first game, too. Glad to see that Luke is taking the shots. I'd like to see a few more of the Foxes start to take shots, too, because through 5 minutes of play, we do have a goal, but it's less shots than before. Hopefully we can get a few more on net.
Antel was able to win that back. Geauga tied up the possession here. Sage pinched at the wall. It did work its way to the neutral zone, but the Foxes gather it and send it back in as Geauga now tries to work on a breakout. Off of their sticks, and Jace with a nice little tap around the Leafs player and able to move it back and disrupt the breakout. There's Sage pinching up. Again, giving the Leafs fits here in the neutral zone. But look out, the Leafs able to come in. Walking right down, 2-on-1 on Jace. Shot, and it goes wide. Never on cage. Nice play by the Foxes, especially Jace there to push the play out to the outside. Pass from behind, and they're going to call that one.
Yeah, it was the full arm extension that got him. He might have been able to get away with it if it wasn't for that. All right, so the Foxes go on the penalty kill.
Foxes to the PK. First penalty of the game, number 2 here.
Yep. A good sign, though, unrelated to the power play and the penalty kill, Eric, is the D are activating early, and they're challenging in the neutral zone.
And they're quick. They're quick to do it, too.
Yes. That's great.
Face off to start the PK. That one off the side of the key, off of Huntington off the side. Centering pass. It goes all the way out of the zone. Antel and Cruz giving chase here for the Foxes. Cruz is flying. He was all the way back on the forecheck, or all the way up on the forecheck, and then got back to disrupt the entry for the Leafs. He moves it to the near side wall, but the Leafs able to hold this in now. Cooper out into the corner to challenge.
34 watch in the middle.
Penalty coming up here on the power play on the Leafs.
I'm not quite sure what the call is. Maybe a slash?
And that's going to even things up. So the Foxes going to get credit for the PK there with only killing half the penalty. So
this will turn into an abbreviated power play for the Foxes, give or take about 30 seconds. 31 seconds.
4-on-4 action here for 29 seconds.
34 leaves the ice. This is even better for the Foxes now.
Puck is dropped, and Leafs are able to gain possession off of it. Axel tried to step up, was able to disrupt the play. Cooper with the puck now, and he finds Logan on the far row, right at center red. He moves it up to Zach. Zach 1-on-3 into the zone, able to get a shot, and a glove saved by the goalie. Looked like he was a little bit off his angle.
I'll tell you what, baseball, have you heard of snow coning in your glove? That was the equivalent for the goalie here.
He looked like he was off his angle and really had to reach back to the near post to get that one.
That was an almost.
11 more seconds on the 4-on-4. Here's Roswag stepping into one. He fires right into the chest of the keeper. Fox is now starting to pepper the goalie, which is what you want to see.
Yep.
7 seconds to go on the 4-on-4. Fox is able to win it again. That one does get pushed out, though. That's going to do it for the Foxes penalty. So we're now abbreviated power play, but Roswag
was a great stand-up on the wall.
But then dropped the man, so the puck was back to the Foxes. Collision in the middle of the ice between Eli and one of the Leafs. Zach hits Logan breaking out here. 20 seconds left on the Foxes power play. Logan down to the near corner. Logan trying to set up. 2 Leafs on the pressure for him. Foxes got to match that and get this puck out. Logan tried to center, sent back behind. It goes through the crease behind the goalie and not in. Roswag pinching down, trying to gain possession of this puck here as it goes behind. The penalty is up. We're all back to even strength. Jay steps up, holds the puck in with his skate along the wall. It works its way to the neutral zone. Roswag going to take it at his own blue line. Roswag looking for the breakout. He's just going to go himself. He pushes it, runs over a man. And he's got his feet moving up the wing. Roswag going inside, outside. Sends it to the middle. It never made it. It got blocked off. Roswag down behind the net. Eli is filled in for him at defense. Holds the puck in at the blue line. And then makes a poke check to disrupt the Geauga breakout. Logan with a nice back check on the Leafs player. He takes the puck away. Fox is now turning it up. 2-on-3. Logan has it with a Murphy dump and goes to the bench. And
no icing.
Oh, they did call it.
Pulled it up at the end. Okay, so a couple things. I don't know what it is, but the Geauga players are falling all over the place. I don't know if it's them trying to play more aggressive and diving or what, but there's been a lot of off play falls, so something to keep an eye on. Also, Fox's sticks are coming down with authority.
They are.
Game 1, we talked a lot about how they were coming in a little bit timid. Not anymore in this game.
And just for a note, Old Town Road again playing just like in Game 1. Tanner wins the faceoff behind the net. It's Sage. Sage hard off the back wall and works that up to Luke. Luke with a quick outlet to Luke. A nice play by Luke. Springing the breakout. Luca flying up the near side. 2 Leafs on him. He goes back to Tanner. Puck is loose. And battled for, poke back to the neutral zone. Cooper has it. Cooper finds Tanner up at the offensive blue line. Tanner into the zone. Drags this one down below the goal line. Fox is going to go to work below the goal. Back to Luca. Luca trying to step out from behind the net. Puck kind of wobbled on him. Tanner tried to center it. Sage going to step into one here. Sage fires. Shot goes wide of the net, off the backboard, right in front. That was Tanner throwing it to the net. Tanner
From one knee.
Tanner Meslick with his second goal of the day. Yes, JC, I do realize that I gave Axel credit for Tanner's goal in the first game, and that is his second goal of the game. Or second goal of the day, rather. Foxes with a 2-0 lead. Nice shot by Tanner.
I'll tell you what, that was Sidney Crosby-esque. Down on one knee, shoots it high in the corner. Good goal.
Couple pings off the post, and it's in, and the Foxes have taken a 2.
Eric, I don't want
to
to jinx anything, but I mentioned about how the Pens were doing well. Yeah, it's 5-5 now.
All right, we're going to keep the Pens out of this conversation. Leafs,
no relation to this game whatsoever.
Leafs enter the zone here, and that is Cooper Gallagher tying up the man on the far side. Puck working its way towards the slot, but the Foxes do a good job to keep it out of there. Cooper comes up with it, trying to get his feet moving out of the zone.
Gives a shove to Austin Matthews.
Shot in, and Huddy gloves it. And that is the official text message from JC Maslick there, thanking me for making things right. Always appreciated, JC. Thanks.
Stats matter, Eric. Stats matter.
3:18 to go here in the first period. Foxes 2, Leafs nothing. That was Antel winning the face-off back to Rosswag, and the Leafs tied it up in the corner. Look out, man, breaking right down the slot, and the pass missed them. This one goes all the way out of the zone. But now Bass and Cruz go to work on the forecheck. Leafs go far side and try to re-enter here. That one's dumped in. It's going to wrap around to Axel. Axel behind the net. Leafs first to it, though. Cut it off. Look out, man, in front again. The pass misses. Fox has got to pay attention to that slot area. Shot coming in, blocked by Rosswag, and not out. Not out. Antel now trying to move it out. The Leafs coming with some pressure now. Fox, or that shot in, goes wide, missed everything. Almost out to the near side, but still in the zone. Cruz giving pressure here. Leafs work it down to the corner. This is Axel. Axel back up the wall, right to the Leafs. Shot in. Huddy gloves that one off to the side. Wrap around attempt, and Rosswag cuts that off. Players down here as the puck is underneath them. It's Rosswag and a Leaf. Antel down to help. Bass has it behind his own net. He's trying to work to get his feet free. Bass works, cuts right to the middle. He's got some speed, though. Fox is now rushing. And the Leafs step up and make a nice
great
poke
check by the Leafs.
Leaf steps around. Cruz here as the Foxes are changing this one. Sent in by the Leafs all the way into the near corner. Axel over to it. Off of Axel's stick, walking right to the net. Rosswag comes over. Shot saved by Huddy. Rebound, can't get to it. And Axel tied it up. It's under Huddy's pad, and he saves it and holds for the face-off.
Tell you what, I don't know what happened to Geauga in the last 3 minutes, but they found some structure, and they're coming with intent. This will be a challenge for the Foxes. Can they go up to the next ladder rung like the Geauga Maple Leafs just did?
Yeah, you got to do it.
Yep.
Zach in on the face-off. Won it. Jace taps it back to Sage. Sage wraps it around the boards, and Logan's over there to get it, and right out of the zone. They'll bob it up at the neutral zone. Jace has it now, trying to go far side. The Leafs disrupt that, and they re-enter the zone. Jace all the way over. Zach breaks up the pass in front. It actually worked to the slot and got a shot on goal, and Huddy kicked that one into the corner. Leafs on the far side. They send it right into the slot. Look out. Loose puck in front. Fox is working to get to it. Jason Logan tying sticks up. It's still loose. Off the Huddy and into the corner again. And Zach able to send this up the wall. Held him, but at least Logan pokes it free. Logan moves it to Eli. Eli with a chance that wanders off of his stick here under a minute to go in the first. Geauga counters. They got a 4-on-3 rush here. Jace forces it wide on a nice back check by Zach. Zach all the way below the goal line. Working the puck. Geauga steps out. Saved by Hudson. Back out to Jace out the neutral zone, and that's offsides with 39 seconds to go.
Yeah, Sage's stick broke. He's going to need a replacement. I don't know. Did they have sugar on the bench or something? Geauga is all of a sudden awake.
Be some crap. I don't know.
Right? Like, this is noticeable.
Center ice face-off here with 39 seconds to go. The intensity definitely picked up.
Well, for one side anyway.
Foxes win that face-off. Coop able to move it up to Luca. Luca to Tanner. Tanner trying to push this through. Geauga ties that up in the neutral zone and they counterattack. Foxes are back in numbers though. Foxes are moving their feet still. This one back behind the net. Axel to it in the corner. Goes up the far side to Luca. Luca able to dance around. Look out. 3-on-1 for the Foxes. Luke with Tanner. Luca goes to Luke down the near side. Bobbled the pass. Shot in front. Saved. Tanner puts it back in on net. It's behind the cage. Tanner tries to wrap around and can't get it to go. 2 seconds left in the penalty in the period, and that's going to do it for the first period. Foxes 2, Leafs nothing. An intense last few minutes of the period.
So the big change is Geauga is now dumping and chasing. In the first half of the period, most of the last game, they're trying to carry it in, or they were unsuccessful with their dumps. So as long as the Foxes pay attention to this, they always have the high side walls available because Geauga doesn't pinch on those. So they should be able to get easy outs. They just need to make sure that they're moving their legs.
Absolutely.
Overall, though, good period.
Good period play. Foxes
2-0 again.
2-0 again. Foxes really want the work in the beginning.
They did.
Chris going to slide in here.
We have rotating cameramen.
No, we have an equipment problem here. Sage's stick broke, so TJ Pyle leaves the camera to go get the backup twig for his son. And
you know what happened?
Just like the Foxes do stepping up, we have another dad stepping up to hand the camera. It's just
what happened? The save in game 1 that Sage made clearly hit his stick with such force that it now cracked it.
By the way, since we now have him working the video, we need to give a heartfelt happy birthday to Dr. Gerline.
Happy birthday to you.
Chris. 39. 24 he turns is what I hear. 24 years old. And
so young. Full life ahead of him. Wide-eyed.
Should be a fun life. Can't wait.
He's very excited.
Chris, thanks for spending it with us in the blizzard here.
Yes.
Second period underway. Foxes win the faceoff. Puck bobbled and all the way down in the Foxes zone, but they are able to regroup and work it back out now. Geauga turns the puck or creates the turnover at their own defensive blue line, and they counterattack. Jason Cruz back. Huddy kicks that one out as that one came in on cage. And the Foxes now trying to break out. Held up at our own blue line, though, and Geauga forces it back down. Rosswag has it. He's going to go behind his own net. Rosswag looking to break out. This one disrupted, though, as the Leafs stepped in front of the Foxes forward. Then here we go. Fox is able to come out 2-on-2. It's Cruz and Bass entering the zone. Cruz driving right down the middle, crosses over. He pulls back up. Finds Rosswag at the point. Rosswag right back down to Cruz. He sends it down below the net where Antel is. Antel finds the puck. Turns it back to the near corner here for Cruz. Cruz has all sorts of time and space. He steps around one defenseman. Looking to get it. Drives behind the net. Goes to Antel. Cruz was wide open there as on the give and go, and it didn't get back to him.
Yeah, that had shades of the cycle practices
that
they've been doing for the past couple weeks.
It was a nice switch there as Cruz drove behind the net and dropped it to Antel and then went right to the slot area. Yep. And he was wide open. Bass carrying the puck into the zone now, coming wide down the near side, trying to cut to the net. Penalty coming up here on Geauga. Fox is still controlling it. Zach gets at the Bass. He's got Anton front, finds Rosswag at the point. He fanned on it. And Geauga is going to touch this, and the Foxes are going to go to the power play.
Yep. And San Jose won.
Let me guess, shootout?
Shootout.
Of course it was. Penguins can't win in a shootout. Because your boy Seelov's in the net.
He was, but I mean, who else is left? Jari got sent to Canada.
Well,
Skinner's stuck in immigration. Anyway, we move on.
10-19, Foxes on the power play. Face-off won by Geauga back behind the net. But nice hustle by Eli to tie things up. Eli taking on two Geauga players below the net. Now Logan comes in to try to free the puck here, and he does. Good work by Eli to get possession for the Foxes out to Sage at the point. Sage able to protect the puck from the on-rushing Maple Leafs player. Eli again behind the net, working it to the crease. Logan with a stuff attempt. It was blocked. Zach has on his stick. Bouncing puck, didn't get all of it. As it worked its way back to the slot, Sage finds it, sends it below the net to Eli. Eli again, he's got Zach here. Puck off the wall and bounced into Eli's feet. Eli again working against two Leafs players, and that one's cleared. This is a rolling puck. It's not going to get all the way down.
Get down.
And it was on net. Huddy plays it out to Coop. Coop now rushing. Coop tries to go across to Logan off of Zach. Finds Logan's stick. Logan into the slot. Well, rushing through everybody, gets a shot on goal. Logan behind the net now with the puck. Being badgered by a couple of Leafs players. Penalty is over. Foxes can't capitalize on the power play, but still have the puck in the zone. Leafs now going to counterattack. Pushes the puck past Sage. And Coop pressures the player all the way down below the net. Worked its way out into the crease, and Eli cleaned it up. Got it away from the crease. Tanner goes back to Eli. Eli with the puck. Takes a slap check. He goes down. And that's going to be offsides on the Foxes as Eli lost his skates and slid into the offensive zone.
But guess who again?
Just ahead of the puck.
Yeah, guess who again was coming in on the back check?
Austin Matthews.
Yeah. Like, we're going to continue to harp on it, but this is the key. This is literally the key to the offense for Geauga.
His last name is Perkins, so it's Austin Perkins. Puck dropped. Foxes win the faceoff. Luca on the wall. Off the wall and into the zone. This is Tanner. He's able to get a 2-on-1 for the Foxes.
Nice
Moves it over to Luke. Luke trying to gather it. It's bouncing. It's up in his equipment. Oh, my goodness. Big chance goes by the wayside for the Foxes there. The puck bounced up and I think it actually got caught up inside his glove.
Yeah, it rolled up on him.
And he was able to get it back down, but he had drifted below the goal line by the time he got to the puck. Penalty coming up here now on the Foxes.
Yeah.
On Luke. It's going to be a trip on Luke. Puck battle on the wall here in the Foxes. Touch.
Yeah, unintentional. Player stepped on his stick, and that'll happen. All right, so Foxes go on the penalty kill. Shots through the first period, by the way. First period, Arctic Foxes had 6. Geauga had 9. We're an even 1-1 this period.
Penalty.
Yeah, I mean, Geauga came on hard in the second half of the first period.
All right, penalty kill for the Foxes. We have Axel and Eric at defense, Luca and Tanner at forward. Puck drop, and the Leafs win it. Shot in on goal. Huddy saved it and pushed it back behind the net. Foxes clear the area, but not the zone.
Yeah.
Tanner,
guess who's on
hard pressure out and able to get clear the zone there.
Yeah, and guess who's on the power play here for the Geauga?
It's about time. They didn't do it last game.
No, they didn't. For 2 of them. In critical moments.
Into the zone by Geauga. It was dumped to the corner, but Axel intercepted it. Worked it to Luca. Luca sent it the length, and this is going to be an ice.
Close stretch. That was a stretch.
Yeah, close to not being an ice. I don't like it, but
yeah. A bit of a dribbler.
I don't wear the stripe, so
nor do I.
don't get to make the call.
It's true. I don't want that job.
I don't want to be yelled at by dads like us.
No. No, we're inconsiderate.
All right, Foxes still in the PK here. 34 seconds left in the penalty. Antal in on the faceoff. Anderson and Rosswag continue as the D pair. This faceoff one right to Geauga.
Oh, I thought he had it.
Faceoff right across to the Geauga winger, and Huddy left out to dry a little bit there. And 2-1.
I would love to see a close-up replay of that because his glove had to have been within 1 inch.
He made a nice push across and just about got it, but Geauga tallies on the power play, and it's a 2-1 game.
Yep.
Puck dropped again. Foxes win a faceoff. This is Bass right off the wing. He charges down the near side wall here. Bumped off the puck by the Geauga defenseman. And the puck works its way down into the corner. Geauga reverses ice, and they go back up the far side wall. Sage with a nice poke check at the blue line to hold it in for a second, but Geauga able to regain and move it out into the neutral zone. This one off of Sage's skate, and Sage sends it around behind the net. Jace over there to it, chips it out, past Bass's stick, past Cruz, back to Geauga. And Geauga's going to counterattack into the zone. Jace steps up, bodies the man off the puck. Nice play. Able to disrupt things, and Antel on the back check takes it. Foxes have had a 2-on-1. They're Bass able to poke it around the Geauga defenseman. He's got Antel going down to the crease. Looks, shot, and it goes! Sebastian Similis on the near side. And the Foxes have regained that 2-goal lead. 3-1 Foxes on a nice rush there by Bass. He had Antal going to the crease, and I think the goalie cheated a little bit.
He did. At the last second, the goalie thought that Bass was going to center for a feed, and he started to cheat towards the center of the net. And that was all the difference to have it shoot off of his back versus his arm.
Bass put it right off the back side of his arm and into the net, and the Foxes lead 3-1.
Yep.
Face-off won by the Foxes. Coop tried to flip that one up to Eli. It hit off of Eli's hip and went right to Geauga. And Geauga dumps it into the zone now. Behind the net. Cooper back into the far corner. takes some pressure, moves it up to Eli. Eli's got Logan ahead of him if he can hit him. He tried. It was past Logan. This is going to be no ice into the corner. Logan with a nice stick lift. He goes down as he
Awkward
lost
fall.
his skates.
Yeah, he's okay though.
Everybody,
Uh-oh. Here comes Perkins.
look out. Perkins behind the D. Coming in on Huddy. Comes across and
Huddy made the save! Oh my goodness!
What a save!
Oh my goodness!
Bouchard. And the Foxes evade that danger there on the breakaway. They get it out and they don't ice it. Foxes got to pay attention here now. Hudson just bailed them out. This one in on Hud, and he's
Just
going to cover. And we're gonna
Oh
get a
my
face-off.
goodness!
What a save by Hudson Bouchard on the breakaway. A nice handsy move by the Leafs player, and Huddy stayed with him and kept it out.
For the extension of Perkins' stick length to go from left-right on the post, and Hudson to track that and somehow get over there is insane.
And I'm not sure why this faceoff is coming down to the Leafs zone. Hudson covered it.
Neither do I. Are they calling what? Wait, there's a power play? They call delay of game or something? No, wait. There's a penalty.
Penalty on the
So
Leafs.
Geauga's in the box. We don't know why. Must have been behind the play.
All right, here we go.
Sorry, we were too busy staring at the save and we missed what happened behind it.
Fox is on the power play here. Sorry, I didn't have a chance to get it up on the screen, but Fox is on the power play, and we're going to work it out here. Eli behind the net with the puck, goes over to Zach. Zach looking for Coop. Oh, he had the other D wide open and went to the contested D, and the Leafs trying to rush. That is not a penalty. Cooper stepped right in front of the man.
That was fan-induced penalty call.
That is a horrible call. Cooper made a great play.
It's a junior referee making a call based on the fans' reaction.
Cooper made a great play. He had his feet moving and stepped in front of the Geauga player, and the player fell down. And they're going to call Coop for interference. Unbelievable call
Yeah,
there.
this is the tough part because you play a team like Mount Lebanon or South Hills, and that is the whole game.
That's the whole game, right? You're exactly right. That was a nice defensive play by Coop.
Yes.
He did everything right there.
Yes, it's just, again, we talked about this is a little bit of a more immature team that they're playing here. They're used to running into bodies accidentally. We're not going to get that here.
Fox is unable to clear the zone. This comes right back in. Roswag has it, and the Fox is about to go on the PK here for 26 seconds. Roswag rushing out. Fox has got to remember they're on the PK. Take some pressure. Gets the puck in and cleared right back out. Geauga is charging. The Foxes need to win this race. 15 seconds left on the penalty here to the Foxes. Behind the net to Jace. Centering pass broken up by Roswag.
They might be double shifting Perkins.
Centering pass again off of a Fox. Jace able to get a stick on it, move it out the neutral zone. Penalty's over. Fox is
way offside.
But Luca holds up and stays on. That was Coop, sorry, not Luke. But Luca made a great play to hold at the blue line and not go off sides. Luca bodied by Perkins there on the near side wall. Tanner able to work the puck there. 2-on-1 for the Foxes. Tanner down the near side. Oh, he should have shot it. Puck's bobbling around. Oh, it's Luke! And the Foxes take a 4-1 lead. Luke Mosesso. Tanner Maslick made the play going to the net. The shot got blocked. It popped up in the air, and Luke finds the loose change in front of the net.
Yeah,
and buries it.
Yeah. So we had talked about this. This is a different goalie than we saw in the first game. He jumped down to the butterfly on the pass that he thought was going to make it through. It didn't, but now he's hung out to dry. Very easy, wide open back door. Great on Luke to close it. Foxes 4, Geauga 1.
Face-off won by the Foxes. Geauga applying a lot of pressure at the blue line. Nice play by Sage to work at the Antal, who worked it up to Bass, who moves it over to Cruz. A lot of passing there through the neutral zone of the Foxes was nice to see, and it made it an easy entry for them. Now Cruz and Bass going to work against 3 Leafs over there in the corner. Leafs intent to hold it against the wall with their skate, but they finally gain possession and come out. On Cooper looking for the stretch pass, but Sage was back. This puck works its way down the line, and we got an icing.
It was a little generous.
That puck wasn't at the line yet.
It was a little generous.
At least they're consistent.
Consistently generous. Hey, Doc? What's up, Doc? It's all right. I hadn't worked that one into the broadcast yet.
Yeah, so Eric, you mentioned it, and I think it's worth doubling down on. The structure is still here, despite playing a lesser ability team. That's what you want to see. You don't want them to fall back into bad habits. And they're not.
They're not. Anti on a face-off, and a 50-50 puck still being battled for. Cruz was able to flip it for a second, but it went to the Leafs, and they come out of the zone. Leafs up the near side wall. Sage says no. He stepped up right at the blue line, which is what you want to see.
Yep, closing down Perkins.
And Antel at center, back checking and playing D all the way down to the goal line. This puck, Cruz was looking for Bass. Bass is on his horse, though. Giving chase, it was able to block it for a second, looking for a stick lift, and he just couldn't reach. Cruz finds it in the neutral zone, moves it over to Coop. Coop into the zone. He lets one fly. Glove save. And held by the Geauga goalie. Yeah. 2:42 to go in period number 2.
Yeah, so they're definitely double shifting Perkins, which it's hard to blame them. Down 4-1 in game number 2. But that means that he's going to be tired faster.
Absolutely. Eli, Zach, and Logan forwards. We got Anderson and Roswag on D. Eli on the draw here. Puck is dropped. Geauga wins it back. They go up the far side wall. Eli tried to get over there to tie it up and did a good job. It just worked its way up to the neutral zone. Roswag quickly up the Siege. Zach trying to step around a Leafs player, but it broke up for a second, and he was able to work it back. Eli in on the forecheck here, causing havoc. Eli down to the corner, has it. Tried to get it back to Logan behind, and it was broken up by the Leafs, and they go up the far side wall. Zach back, so it's a 2-on-3 rush here as the Leafs come up. They dump it down into the zone and drive the center. Roswag able to turn that one away. Puck below the goal line here, working its way out. Roswag kicks it out to the far wall. Roswag moving now. Roswag and Logan 2-on-2. Roswag pokes it past the defender. Roswag over to Logan. Logan in all alone. He scores! Logan Hepburn! And the Foxes lead it 5-1 in the second period.
Eric, what if I told you the Foxes have a 46% shooting goal accuracy in this game?
The Leafs might want to change their goal or start skating.
5 goals on 11 shots.
The Foxes are taking it to them. They're earning that 46% or whatever you said. Sorry, I stopped listening.
They're doing good on the good thing.
Now you know how Jenna feels. Foxes with possession. They cycle it back. Tanner able to enter the zone here. Tanner walking right down the slot, weaving through it. Finally, poke checked off his stick at the last second, and Luca creates a turnover. Nice hustle by Luca there off of the wing. After the turnover, Tanner from behind, and the Foxes are going to get a penalty here.
Yeah, at 5-1, with this junior referee, it's going to be like this for the rest of the game. I mean, that's part of the reason why the Foxes only have... Hold on. So Eric went to flick the puck to the referee to help him out. Referee did not see it coming, took the puck in the body.
I like it. That's what you get for calling a penalty.
Yeah. In another world, the referee would have called him for a penalty for that too.
All right, Leafs win the face-off to start their power play. Luca with great pressure, able to turn this over. Luca working it all the way down into the Leafs zone here on the PK. Luca controls it on the far wall, into the far corner. Luca driving the net, trying the backhand wraparound, and he's going to cause Geauga to hold this up, and then he's dropped after the play.
Call that!
I disagree heavily.
Pushing and shoving after the play there, and the Foxes, though, taking it too. This is what I like to see, though. The hard work paying off here. A lot of frustration from the Leafs, and that's evident here as the Foxes are taking it to him. Yep. Offensive zone, face-off on the PK. It's Antel in on the draw, and he goes forward, hit right off the ref skate, goes right to Cruz in the slot. Anderson steps up with a blast, and it was blocked. A good shot by Axel, and it was blocked on the way in. Down the last 50 of the period here. Antel on a hard back check, able to break up the on-rush for the Leafs. The Leafs do work it into the zone, though, now here on the power play. This one in on Huddy. He directs that behind the net. Axel able to wrap that around the boards, out to the point. This one working its way down. Geauga blocked there by Antel. Roswell able to step up and disrupt that, and Antel gets it out in the neutral zone with 25 to go in the period. The last 3 seconds here on the penalty to Tanner, and Tanner is free. Eric sees him, hits him. It's Bass off of the bench. Bass and Tanner exchange. Bass trying to poke it through. Bass centers it and broken up by Geauga here in the last 10 of the period. Cruz steps through a man. Geauga trying to break out. 5 seconds to go. Geauga in on a 2-on-1. And Roswell breaks that up, and we're going to go to the intermission. Foxes 5, Leafs 1.
Yep. Shots after the second period where they were split 6-6 apiece. Total shots after 2. Foxes 12, Leafs 15.
All right. 5 goals on 12 shots for the Arctic Foxes.
Yeah, an extra shout out to Frank, dad in the box, because he had a very busy period and he kept the kids moving in, moving out.
And he was able to spring. The Foxes almost connected on that, the old out of the box breakaway there. Roswell had it in his sights. And
this period was like a conveyor belt going in and out of the box.
It was.
All right, cool. So, different game than the first game, statistically speaking. The scoreboard, great. Shots, first period Foxes 6, second period 6. First period for Geauga 9, second period 6.
Shootout.
So it's just a tighter game. And that's what we would expect out of Geauga coming in trying to avenge the first loss.
Tighter game, but not going that way here as the Foxes have a 5-1 lead going to the 3. It was 3-1 last time.
Yeah. The two Geauga goalies are having a conversation. I would assume that the same goalie is going to stay in for the third.
I do want to take a minute here to point out we're down to 18, but at one point we had 19 viewers on the broadcast, and I think that might be a season high.
That is a season high. So, we thank you for joining us.
Absolutely, and we're glad to be able to provide this for the folks that can't be with the team. I know a lot of siblings play hockey, and grandparents and extended family like to tune in and watch. So welcome everybody in to the Foxes hockey family. Yep. We're set here for period number 3. We got Zach, Eli, and Logan with Sage and Jason D. Huddy and goal. Puck's dropped. Zach wins the faceoff, pushes it forward, and Logan's right on the puck, entering the zone, down the far wall. Logan drives it all the way down to the goal line. The Leafs come over and finally tie things up. Fox is able to work it free and keep possession. Zach drives it down behind the Leafs net where they are going to grab it and work to break out. Up the near side wall. This one gets past past Eli to Sage. Sage turns it back to Eli. Eli chips it to Logan. Logan on the near wall back to Eli. Leafs, though, able to intercept that pass and tie things up in a neutral zone. Leafs trying to counterattack. Nice back check pressure by Eli. Lifted the stick as the Leaf player went to dump it. And we have a tie up here on the near side wall. Eli and Sage battling hard. Logan in there too. Puck squirts free. Zach stepped up, took the puck. Zach with it on his stick. On the backhand, up the glass, and not out. Nice play by the Leafs player. Hold that one in. Sage now working. Puck works free. Sage fell down. And the Leafs have a free play here behind the net. Huddy right on his post there, and the Leafs are able to bury this one in front as it just worked free to the slot. And the Leafs have made it 5-2.
Yeah, made the first save, but the second save bounced out to the side and uncontested shot.
Fox is just unable to work it out of the zone there. A long battle right in front of us here at the wall.
Yeah, it was interesting because I was almost even going to make a comment about how that was a good textbook physical play without going over the line and getting the call. But the Maple Leafs responded.
Leafs win the faceoff and drive right into the Fox's zone here as Cooper goes out to pressure the man. This one works its way to the point. That one blocked away by Tanner. And out into the corner where Axel applies the pressure. Tanner nice and low from his center position, providing some defensive help here. Axel able to come up with the puck, works it to Tanner. Nice little play by Axel. Tanner ahead to Luca. 2-on-1 for the Foxes. If they can stay on, they do. Luca driving wide up the far wall. Luca goes behind the net. He's got Luke in front. He's got Axel out there too. Foxes need to communicate there. They do. Luca works it to Tanner. Tanner taps it to Axel. Axel sends it in. This one goes back behind the net. Luke first to it. Luke turns, fires off the goalie, and back out. Look out. Leafs going to counterattack. Cooper and Perkins coming down the far side. Cooper with a nice slap check, able to bounce the puck for a minute. Shot in on Cage. Huddy able to handle that one. He goes right to Coop. Coop trying to gather it. A little sauce pass to Luke off his stick, but goes right to Axel. Foxes need to pay attention and hang back. Luca is back high. Good play by Luca to recognize. Puck works its way deep. Axel gets back. Puck out to the neutral zone. Coop has it now. Coop goes far wall here to Luca. Luca's got the puck, and he's going to drive in. He's going down the far side wall where he curls. Centering pass to Luke. Luke over to Tanner. Tanner fires, and a nice save by the Geauga goalie. Out to Coop. Coop's going to let one rip. This one saved. Rebound! Luca Gerline buries the rebound.
That was an exact replica of the goal that Geauga just scored.
And the Foxes make it back to a 4-goal stretch, 6-2. Luca gets rewarded for his hard effort there.
Yeah, excellent display of cycling, recovering off shots and getting the rebounds, starting it up again, cycling some more.
We are now up to 21 viewers, even higher than 19.
All we have to do is keep complimenting them, and then they will grow.
That's right. Chuck taught me math during the tailgate. 21 is greater than 19.
It is.
Puck forced down into the Leafs zone here. Out to the blue line off of Jace's stick, and Cruz able to come up with it. Leafs and Foxes battle for it. Cruz finds it again. Cruz gets his feet, but tried to hit Bass on the head, man. Just out of his reach and all the way down. No ice. Leafs behind their own net. They reverse it, but nobody's there except for Bass. Bass curls. They couldn't get it on Cage. Jace pinches down. He sends it in front just off the goalie's pad, and Bass swiped at the rebound and couldn't connect. Geauga now up the sidewall here. Rosswag with a nice poke check. Takes the puck off of the Leafs player and Tyler Rosswag. Eric and Eric combine, EA Sports. And they go out the zone, and Bass has a breakaway here. Bass dragging the puck in. Oh, and he's taking right into the post. I hope Bass is okay. He hit the post hard. Takes his feet out. He's back up. All right, ref is back, or he is back up. I mean, that's got to be a penalty.
Oh, right? Absolutely. They're talking, is it going to be a 1 minute or a 2 minute?
Nice to see Bass pop back up. That's a scary play there. He hit the post hard. And while these are not full mooring posts, they are pegged. They don't give very easily.
Right, it takes a lot to move the peg. That's the point of the peg.
Especially with Bass, one of our lighter players on the team. It did not give.
No, it looks like they're going to give him a 1 minute. Scary play, though. Glad to see Bass is okay.
Foxes now start the power play. They gain possession. Logan has it on the far wall. Logan comes up to the top to Coop. Coop's going to let one rip from the point. Save, rebound in front, and Eli buries it, and the Foxes take a 7-2 lead. And that's what you want to see on a play like that. Bury it quick and get everything back in order.
Yeah, this is starting to feel like what,
for really every relaxed goal.
People crashing the booth.
Chuck's now trying to get Frank in trouble.
The point I was trying to make is...
Sorry, Annie. I know you weren't really mad.
Yeah, they do this a lot in practice. They structure. They run through cycles. They've been doing this for about a month, and it's starting to show up pretty much textbook in the game now.
Loose puck here as Cooper's all the way back to it and win the race to the puck. 7-2 Foxes. Foxes need to not get too carried away here and keep their structure like we've been talking about. Cooper with a nice battle here, able to win the puck. Takes a slash right to the back of the leg there. Yeah.
Good luck on trying to pronounce that last name. Gusten Scheinenbacher.
Something German. Bass behind, or Zach behind the net. Take it on. He gets driven down by, they're going to call that one. Fox is going to go back to the power play here in a second. Cooper has it. He circles, takes some pressure, and Elise able to get it. And the Foxes going right back to the power play. They probably could have called two there, but we'll take the one.
So the plight of a goalie is you're up 7-2. There's a delayed call. Your coach yells for you to join so that they can go extra man. And you know you're not going to get to that bench before they blow the whistle. And yet you go anyways. Sure enough, whistle blew. You can see Hudson throw his head back like, ugh.
Tanner wins it clean back to Axel. Axel fires it at the net. Just bounces out. Luke trying to stuff it, looking for the hatcher. Can't, and Geauga able to clear. This is going to come all the way down. Arm is up for icing, and it's going to make it.
Eric did a great job of sagging that
totally
just a bit.
Got there, yeah.
Oh, just out of reach. Oh, I can't do anything.
All of a sudden, he's the slowest skater on the team.
Ooh, my legs. Ooh, my legs.
My edges feel weird. I think I fell down.
Late in the third, what can I do?
6:49 to go here, period number 3. Tanner pulls that one back, but the Leafs off the wing, able to gain possession. Leafs driving out here, 1-on-4. Look at that.
Great
Forming a
back
perfect
check.
diamond around that kid.
Yep.
Luca comes up with it and counterattacks. Luca, Tanner, and Luke are the forwards. Luca drives down the far side, driving right in, fires over the net. Roswell on his horse to hold this one in down the near side wall. Finds it into the corner. Tanner rotates high for him. Puck worked around to the far corner. Eric and Tanner switch back. Actually, now Axel goes deep. Tanner goes to the other D. Luca trying to stop, attempted, he buries it. Luca Gayline with his second goal of the game.
Nope. I don't know. No, he's pointing to the side. They're saying no goal.
No goal.
I don't know. We're a good 150 feet away from the net, so we're not really sure what we
Why
saw.
no T-bone? Why no T-bone?
All we know is the ref waved no.
All right, so apparently the goalie had it covered and it didn't go in. I don't know. 7 seconds to go on the power play. Foxes up 7-2 still.
The Foxes are trying to present their case to the referee, but game on.
Puck drop. Foxes control the faceoff. Cruz goes up to Jace. Jace with a shot. It was partially deflected. Look out, there's a man behind the D. And nice play by Sage to break up that attempted lead pass. And Cruz able to come up with possession.
Oh, my.
That kid stepped up on Sage and got the
Who are they going to call it on?
they have to call it on Geauga.
I don't know.
They're calling this on Sage. You have got to be kidding me.
He was the recipient of the hit.
He hit him. He had the puck.
At least call an even.
So here's what happened. Sage had the puck. The kid stepped up on him, and
The kid took the brunt of it because he
DJ,
made a mistake.
You don't walk in front of a freight train, buddy. And Sage ran the kid over with the puck, but Sage gets the penalty. That right there is a penalty for being larger than the other person.
No, that's a penalty for having too much power. I'm sorry, he can't control himself.
Coach Justin really giving it to the ref. Anywho,
As he should.
you're right, Ashley. Ashley Powell, you are right.
Look, if you're going to play with the dynamite, you're going to get the boom.
You don't step in front of a freight train. Exactly.
You don't.
Foxes lost the face-off, blocked the shot. Cooper rushes out, and this is turned over in the neutral zone and sent back in by Geauga. Jace back to get it. Antal is hanging back here. Coop now gets back. Jace with a nice pass to Coop. Coop trying to spring Bass out to the neutral zone. Bass just about poked it around the Leafs player, but could not do it. Back into the zone. Cooper breaks that up. Jace has it in the slot. Moves it
Nice
up to
play.
Bass. And look out, Bass with some speed here. Cuts
He needs
back
to remember
the
we're down a
middle.
man.
And can't get it through. Coop has it in the neutral zone and a little Murphy dump in. You got to wave that ice off. They're not going to wave it off, but it didn't get far enough anyway. Down to the last 15 of the penalty to Sage, which again was a mysterious penalty for being stronger than the other player. Under 5 to go. Leafs back in their own zone here. Trying to break out. Sage is free. He exchanges for Cruz. And the Leafs dump the puck in below the Foxes' net. Jace back for it for the Foxes. Jace controls. Looking for Bass. Finds Cruz instead. Cruz trying to get a feed. Cruz driving wide. He's got Bass going to the net. Cruz sends it over the Bass, and he just
missed.
tipped it wide. Bass throws
just
it
missed
back into
again.
the crease, and it goes through. Nice chance there for the Foxes. Good look by Cruz on a nice pass. This one comes all the way back, not far enough for icing. Axel has it. Axel hard off the outside wall and out of the zone. Zach is there, Cruz and Bass. The forwards for the Foxes right now. This is Cruz trying to lug it in the zone. They're in offsides. And they the ref straddling the blue line waved it onsides. Cruz was about 5 feet offsides. And the ref at center ice on the opposite side of the ring called the offsides.
There's a lot happening, Eric. It's a lot. It's a fast-paced game.
Oh, yeah. Puck dropped, and Logan controls off of Zach's face-off win and sends it below the net. Zach has it now. Zach tried to work it back to Logan. It got to the front. Eli's there trying to stuff it in.
I'll give that a comfortable 2 shots.
Yeah, I think so. Eli bodies a man right at center, right at the penalty box, to which whoever the scorekeeper is banged on the glass there. They like that. Coop with a nice little savvy play to turn it back. And Spring Axel here up the far side. He's got Logan ahead of him. He tried to get it to him, but it was just out of his reach. And Axel all the way in the offensive zone corner. Zach, Eli, and Sage now holding back at the line. Geauga trying to get it up the wall. They can't. Logan just making life miserable for the Leafs, trying to get out of their own zone. Zach now down on a forecheck. This works its way over to Eli. Eli on the near side wall. Logan there too. Logan comes up with it. Logan sends it across to Axel. Axel tees up a slap shot off the goalie and behind the net. Off to the near side wall. Sage pinches down. Able to work it back to Logan in the corner. Goes behind the net. Geauga trying to break out. Logan creates another turnover. Logan centering pass and kicked right back below the net by Geauga. Logan battling 2 Leafs. 3 Leafs now. Eli back there too. Centering pass disrupted. Axel able to walk the line. And Geauga breaks this up.
Yeah, that was a good play by the Geauga player, number 80, in his tiny jersey.
Luckily, and his tiny pants. Luckily, Axel and the Geauga player tied up, and Sage was able to get to the loose puck. Sage driving now. That's an absolute body check. They got to throw this one. I mean, that's an absolute body check. He stepped up and didn't play the puck.
Another one.
Another one behind the net. He's out. Ejected. Absolutely. Bullshit.
2 Foxes players down. The parent of that kid better get out and start talking to that kid.
Eli behind the net, Sage at the blue line, both taking hits here. Number 3 for Geauga has been ejected. Fox is definitely going to go to a long power play here with only 2 minutes left. Sage is up and skating off on his own power.
Yeah. Justin gets Sage up. Sage is going back. Now Justin's going over for
Coach Chris out with Eli.
Yeah,
Fox
Eli looks to be...
He's up on his feet, which is a good sign here.
It is, but he did. He's out. He's gone.
These people have been
It's a lingering conversation.
Doorman.
All right, Eli looks to be skating off on his own power, which is
Skating
good.
off on his own power.
How this is only 1 minute is beyond me.
One of the Leafs players came out and I think apologized to both coaches on the ice.
That's a start. Okay, so somehow the Foxes have a penalty in this. Geauga has a 3-minute. Now they're running the clock.
Well, we are up against curfew now. There's only 1 minute and 30 seconds left on the ice slot.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, they have
the penalties backwards on the board. If you can see it.
No,
on
it's a 5-on-3. So Foxes have no penalties here. Foxes have no penalties. It's 5-on-3, and clock is now running because of the curfew of the ice slot. And there, Luke buries it. Luke with the hat trick, and it's 8-1 or 8-2. And that's exactly what you want to see as the response there. Again, running clock here. We're down to 1 minute and 20 seconds left in the game.
There's only
the curfew.
Yeah, there's only a finite amount of time that we can be on the rink because the next game has to start, and we're within that minute.
We're actually down to 47 seconds of ice time. Tanner wins the faceoff. So Foxes are going to comfortably win this one here. And I think we're going to end this with probably some light back and forth of the puck.
Yeah, this is going to be just demonstration of hockey, not really hockey anymore.
Roswag moves the puck up into the neutral zone. The Leafs tied up, and you can just tell from the players here the intensity is definitely ratcheted down. Roswag trips himself and sends the puck up the wall here. We're down to 13 seconds on the slot clock and 30 seconds on the running clock. Luke goes to Luca. He shoots, he scores. That's his fourth of the game now, 9-2.
Yep.
Foxes.
Normally in a game like this, you would call off the dogs, but if you're going to take shots like that at the third period, unleash everything.
The referee just gave the old hand signal here. The clock is blinking at center red. And they're going to let this one run off. The Foxes win it 9-2 here. That will do it.
Yeah, so played Geauga 3 times this season. The first time was a tie. Second one was this morning, decisive win. Third time we
even more decisive.
Yeah, I think we look back. I mean,
and if we revisit that first one, the Foxes outshot Geauga 34-16. It was our second game of the year.
Yeah.
A late comeback with the goalie pulled even.
Yeah.
And
but let me give you some interesting stats. Period 1 shots against for Geauga, they had 9 against the Foxes. Period 2, they had 6. Third period, they had 3. So continue to shut it down incrementally. Great play. Hate to see what happened in the third period, but glad to see everybody seems to be okay.
Let's hope
That'll do
everybody's okay. And Foxes have 2 games against the Ohio Prospects tomorrow from the CE or Ice Arena up in Euclid. I don't remember what time the games are, but
I want to say it was like 11-ish.
I'm sure everybody on the viewer has family that's going to tell them when the game is. So we'll see you guys tomorrow. Thanks for joining in. Foxes 2 wins here to start the Cleveland trip.
Yep.
And we'll see you guys tomorrow.
Yeah, we know you have a lot of viewing options in your day, and we appreciate that you've chosen us.
Go Foxes.